If you like our content, please like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to get alerts when we introduce new videos.
Welcome to the demonstration series for the Ruckus Analytics Cloud Service for Network Intelligence and Service Assurance. The videos in this series will describe the various views, services, and capabilities of the Ruckus Analytics platform. In this video, I'll describe the data represented in the WLANs report dashboard. So let's get started. Here I am logged into Ruckus Analytics. You access the WLANs report dashboard by navigating to and expanding Report on the left side pane. Then click on the WLAN link. This will open the WLANs report dashboard. The WLANs report includes details about SSID changes over time, SSIDs by received and transmitted traffic, the client count over a time range, and the trend of the SSIDs based on traffic count and volume. Let's start at the top of the page. As with most reports, there's a time selection field which allows you to determine the time span of the data represented in the report. And next to that is the filter selection field that allows you to select which devices to include in the report. These fields are covered in detail in a separate presentation of this video series. Now let's look at the various tiles available in this report. At the top left is the Overview tile. It provides a quick view of WLANs in the network, showing the total number of active SSIDs and the number of SSIDs that have been added and removed over the selected time period. To the right of that is the SSID changes over time graph. It displays SSID changes, including additions and removals. The table provides the SSID name, the status, the date, and time of the status change, and the number of clients associated with the SSID. You can sort based on any column by clicking on the column header. Below that is the top SSIDs by traffic tile. It displays which wireless networks are generating the most traffic in a donut chart and a graph format. Passing your mouse over the SSIDs in the donut show the total throughput for each. The graph shows the throughput over time at specific intervals. There's a drop-down that allows you to choose whether to display transmitted data only, received data only, or total traffic data. The other drop-down allows the adjustment of the granularity of the graph. Dependent on the time range of the report, you may be able to select from minutes, hours, or days, and potentially weeks or months. Within the graph, the squares allow selection or deselection of SSIDs to display in the graph. The colors of the squares correspond to the colors on the donut chart. And passing your mouse over any plot point will display a pop-up box detailing the throughput of each of the selected SSIDs at that time interval. Clicking the table view displays the same data in a table format. By default, it displays the top 10 SSIDs by traffic, but this can be changed with the drop-down. Additionally, you can use the gear icon to modify which columns are displayed and can increase the number of rows to display per page. Next, we have the top SSIDs by client count tile. It displays which wireless networks are most congested in terms of client count. The tile also contains a donut chart and a graph. The passing of your mouse over the SSIDs in the donut shows the total number of clients for that SSID over the selected time period. And the graph allows adjustment of the granularity with the drop-down and allows the selection or deselection of SSIDs by clicking on the squares. The table view displays the same data in a table format, and like the previous tile, by default, it displays the top 10 SSIDs, but this can be changed with the drop-down. And again, you can use the gear icon to modify which columns are displayed and can increase the number of rows to display per page. Next are the active SSIDs trend graphs. The first shows the total number of SSIDs over time, and the second shows the total traffic volume over time. For these graphs, you can select a date range that deviates from the overall report's selected time period and only applies to these graphs. Additionally, you can adjust the granularity of the graph with the drop-down box. On either graph, if you pass the pointer over one of the plot points, an information box is displayed containing the details for that time period. As with most reports in Ruckus Analytics, this report can be exported to a comma-separated value CSV file or to a PDF. Selecting the CSV option contains all the raw data that populates each of the tables, graphs, and data points combined into a single zip file. The PDF export output looks very similar to the screen you're viewing now, with each of the current tiles, graphs, and tables displayed in the same graphical format. This completes the presentation describing the Ruckus Analytics WLANs report dashboard. I hope you found this information useful and hope you return for more of the presentations in the Ruckus Analytics series. Thank you for taking the time to view this presentation.